So what I want to do, so please bear with me, how we're just going to run this is, we'll read out what the title of the award, and I'm sure that you're all familiar with them, and I just want to say a minute or so about each of the three finalists. I don't have enough time to give everybody the justice they deserve, so apologies for that, but just to give you a flavour of each of our three finalists, and then Andrew's going to announce the winners of those, and we're inviting the teams, the winning teams, to come up and receive an award and a bit of a photo. So if that's okay with people. So let's get on with it. So the first award is for Citizens at the Centre of Service Redesign and Delivery. So the first finalist in this category is Betsi Cadwaladr University Health Board, North Wales Cancer Network Patient Forum and Macmillan Cancer Support for their work to deliver an online bilingual cancer information resource. So the bilingual website was launched in September 2014 and was developed by patients for patients, in direct response to feedback that highlighted the need for better local information to cope with the wider impact of a cancer diagnosis. The website includes topics like financial advice, support groups for patients and their families, and information about hospital transport. And it has received more than 35,000 page views, which is fantastic. And in a recent survey, 93% of respondents said they would recommend the website to others. So very well done. The second finalist in this category is Abertawe University Health Board, Swansea University and Swansea College for their work to develop a mobile app for autism. The About Me mobile app was created in response to feedback from young people with autism who wanted to make it easier to access, hold and share information about their condition with professionals when needed. The innovative project was developed by young people and their families and carers, working closely with the Centre for Autism Research, Intervention and Diagnostic team at Abertawe UHB. The app contains key information about a person with autism, including a profile of their needs and strengths, a progress tracker of the assessment progress and information about support services available. The app has received positive feedback, both from professionals and young people, and is a great example of co-producing a product that meets the needs of its users. The third finalist is Abertawe Morgannwg University Health Board for their work to make the education programme for Patients Cymru course accessible for deaf people. Research had shown that no deaf people in the Health Board area had ever attended an education programme for Patients Cymru course. Feedback revealed this was due to a lack of awareness about their needs, the courses being held in unknown venues, and the lack of communication support being provided, including British Sign Language interpreters. Staff at the Health Board Education Programme for Patients worked with deaf users, the British Deaf Association and the British Sign Language interpreters to redesign the course and make it accessible for the deaf community. This included making a signed and subtitled DVD that would help people relax and cope better with stress. The project has been embraced by the deaf community and 4 courses have already been held, with a further 2 planned for this year. I don't know how on earth you judge these 3 actually, because like all of these are fantastic. So before we do the drum roll and hand over to Andrew, we're going to hear from one of the judges, Constance Adams, who's just reflected her highlights of each of the finalists.
One thing that really stood out for me with this project was that it's covering North Wales, which is a very big area. And they solved this by using the website imaginatively to link with people, really picking up on local events and local support and connecting people. It was all about establishing relationships. And that carried through to the people working on the project with the working group. For them, it was about their relationship as a working group, and it supported them in being cancer sufferers and recovering from cancer and being carers for people with cancer. What really stood out for me was that the young person working on it, he was a young man using his talents and also knowing the condition very well to develop this phone app. And he worked very well with the professionals as well. And it was something that people could use throughout their life. It could follow them through their life from being a young person through into adulthood. And it was also applicable to other conditions as well. So what stood out for me was that when we visited, we were pitched straight in with the community itself, and learning about how profoundly deafness can affect your lives and your ability to relax and get rid of anxieties and concerns. And this learning activity not only grew into confidence building generally for the people, but also then led into developing other communal activities such as walking groups. This work had really been about establishing very strong relationships and the strength of supporting each other.
So a big thank you to Constance, who's looking very embarrassed sitting down here, seeing herself largely on the screen. Okay, with no further ado then, I'll hand over to Andrew to announce the winner.
Okay, and the winner is... There's a lot of anxiety about me getting the right envelope with the right award at the right time. Take time for yourself, making ABMU Health Board's education programme for patients accessible for the deaf community. Okay, who's going to accept this? There you go. Andrea, there we go. Okay. Okay, big smiles. Okay, well done and congratulations. Thank you very much.
Well done, everyone.